And exhibit triple J 10 in brackets 2. That's the logistical server indicating tower locations and distances between Basotho Hostel and corner Jules and Sinclair Street. Exhibit triple J 10 in brackets 3, the map depicting Lesedi and Flores. I must just mention that this relates to, as I mentioned, Baloyi Towers. Then exhibit triple J 10 in brackets 4, is the map depicting the Basotho Hostel and tower locations and distances. Then lastly, exhibit triple J 10 in brackets 5 is a map depicting Basotho Hostel and Mleleki Tower. I'll finish my learned friends with color copies as well. Then secondly, my lord, we have updated the list of exhibits. What's new is from page 8, number 102. At number 102, we mention, my lord, exhibit triple J in bracket 9. This is a request by the late Colonel Modise, dated 7 March 2016, for the analysis of downloaded data of the cell phone numbers of the people who were in the house during the incident. I'm told that this is an exhibit that was handed up by my colleague, Mr. Mgomezulu, for accused number, on behalf of accused number 1. Then number 103, these are the exhibits that we've just placed on record. Exhibit analysis of the ballistic exhibits by the defense experts. We can confirm that the order of the court has been complied with. The ballistic expert for the state, for the defense, and the investigating officer met on Monday last week, and the reanalysis commenced on Monday and went on until Thursday last week. And subject to confirmation by my learned friends, we were informed that the report will be ready by Wednesday, in 2 days' time.
I don't want to hear what the report says.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, just in case.
Yeah, no one knows what it says
Yeah,
at this
fine.
point. Yes, so I'm just saying that it might be ready in 2 days' time. That is now
What
Wednesday.
was the order? It should be ready when? By when at least?
Well, there was no order as to when it should be ready. If I remember, the defense ballistic expert, Mr. Peterson,
No,
indicated
fine.
that
I hear you. So,
It
so
would
but in
require-
other words,
yes,
when is the cross-examination, alleged
Yes.
cross-examination due to commence by
yes,
defense?
yes. What I'm saying, my lord, is that once it's ready, we'll then confer with my learned friends to find out as to when will they be ready to to start with the cross-examination of Lieutenant Colonel Mangena. Now, my lord, this brings into sharp focus the order in which the state intended to present its evidence. We have indicated that we would have liked to call Brigadier Gininda, the investigating officer, before the cross-examination of Lieutenant Colonel Mangena, but that was based on the fact that the report was going to take some time to be finalized. But if it's going to be finalized on Wednesday, my lord, will then request that that we should rather finalize the cross-examination of Lieutenant Colonel Mangena that has been outstanding for more than a year, and that Brigadier Gininda, the investigating officer, will then testify last after the conclusion of the cross-examination. That is the plan for this week. And mindful of the fact that this is a 4-day week, Friday is a holiday, we will then see how things develop from Wednesday after receipt or after communication regarding the reanalysis of the ballistic exhibits. Then lastly, my lord, we have signaled our intention to bring an application for the recalling of Colonel Stay, and we have prepared brief heads in support of that application. We were told at the time that the application is being opposed, and we proceed from the premise that the application is still being opposed.
By every council. That's not how understood.
Well, Mr. Mgumezulu informed me this morning that he's not opposing the application. I haven't really canvassed the issue with my other colleagues. I suppose that their standpoint is still the same, but they can speak for themselves.
Yes, Mr. Mgumezulu.
Court pleases, my lord. My lord, I concur with my colleague to the fact that I do not oppose the application by the state.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Ramsepidi?
As the court pleases, my lord, my stance is that I'm not opposed to the
Hello?
application. I'm not opposed, my lord.
You're not opposing?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Nisi?
Yes, it is the court, madam. The court will remember that I said I would have a thing or two to say with regard to the application.
You're opposing it?
Madam, I said I had a thing or
Yes,
two
that I heard.
with
But now
regard to
the sequence is there's an application by your colleague, Mr. Baloyi, and he says he wants to ascertain whether it has been opposed or not, because on Friday it appeared that there were some persons who wanted to say they're opposing it and others said no. So where are you now? Are you opposing or not, sir?
I haven't had regard to the content of the application, my lord. Whether or not I need to oppose it, that will be informed by what the content of the application is. We only have been handed with the written heads of argument by my colleagues. I think it's almost 20 minutes ago today. So I haven't gone through the heads of argument. I would
So you first want to go through the application?
Excuse me, madam.
So you first want to go through the application.
Not the application per se, but the content of the heads of arguments. I need to go.
No, I don't understand you. There's an application to recall Colonel Stein.
Yes.
That's the application Mr. Baloyi says he wants to launch. And then he says, in support of that, he's got heads, which he has prepared.
I don't have a problem with the recalling of Mr.
Oh, you don't
Stein.
have? Okay.
Yes. It only depends on what is it that is coming here to say. I think for me that...
What is the
a form
procedure?
of contention.
Mr. Nise, what is the procedure? You can't stand in the middle. You say you don't have a problem with the application.
No.
Is the problem which you have will arise as to what is contained in the application.
That is exactly my point. Remember, this application is twofold. Right? There is an application which is the request to recall Mr. Stein. I don't know what is it that is coming here to say.
I don't know
Whether I
also.
need to oppose it or not, I don't know. But now, having been issued out or having been handed with the copies of the written heads of argument, I have to go through them very meticulously and formulate a position whether do I need to oppose this application or what.
Okay, fine.
Thank
Mr. Nxumalo, you're of the same view also.
As the court pleases, my lord, I'll definitely be opposing the application.
You are opposing.
I'm opposing the application.
Yes, without even having seen the application.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
going to
fine,
go.
no problem.
I've gone through the heads
Okay.
and I formulated the decision that I'm opposing
Okay.
the application. Thank you.
Ms. Mshololo?
Thank you, my lord. I'm opposing the application, my lord, on
Okay.
behalf of IQ.
So you want me to adjourn for how long? To familiarize yourself, as you say, with the contents of the application.
As a court, please, my lord, our suggestion is that we proceed with the application.
Now they want to peruse it first.
Well, I think it's only Advocate Nisi, and he said he wants to be apprised of the reasons, which will become apparent when we take the court through the heads. And just a slight correction, we did email the heads yesterday evening to all counsel. They were not supplied to them this morning. It's only hard copies that were supplied this morning, but the electronic version were emailed last night.
Okay, let's adjourn for, what, 30 minutes, is it okay?
My lord, on my side, the state can proceed in bringing the application, and then I'll be given an opportunity to respond, my lord, and to prepare my response thereto to the application.
Mr. Nxumalo,
I'll
we
just
adjourn for
request-
30 minutes?
My daughter, I've just gone through the heads. I need to promptly prepare and reply to the heads of arguments.
You have to?
I'll be given an opportunity to prepare my heads of arguments so that I can respond promptly to the heads of arguments
So how long
supplied
do you
by the
need?
state. Overnight.
No. On Friday, all of us were apprised of the fact that Mr. Not on Friday, is that whatever, Tuesday, is it? That Mr. Baloyi wants to launch an application for the recall of Colonel Stein. We all knew that. Obviously, we were all expected to prepare. Look, I've done the preparation. Here it is. No. I've done it. Because I expected him to launch that. I can't come here. I want to hear first what he says.
I had a problem with the basis of the application. What
Yeah,
is
fine,
contained
but
in the
at
heads
least you
of arguments.
prepare an application to oppose based on what you think.
That was going to be difficult, my lord.
Why would it be difficult?
To think what he's going to say in his heads of arguments.
No, he says he wants to recall Mr. Stein, Colonel Stein, and Stein was a witness in this case. He must have said something. So you read the evidence of Mr. Stein. I've done it. Here it is. I've read it. Here it is. I've read it, all of it. Right up to Miss Pinky, telling him. And I came with the DOI. I prepared. That's how you do it. But you want overnight now. Overnight. I'm prepared to stand down for an hour, in fairness to everybody, okay? After that, we commence.
Thank you.